Hi Leo, this is Teresa from tarotbyt.com. Welcome to June. And before I start your reading, I'm going to call in some good energy. And I want to say also thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for those who've taken the time out to leave comments. I really appreciate your comments and I read all of them. I enjoy reading them. And also thank you for those who have ordered readings. Thank you for choosing me to do your reading. I'm happy to serve. And I'm happy when the readings are a help to people. And I've enjoyed working with all of you. So I feel honored. Thank you. And let's see what's going on with Leo. We have a new moon in Gemini on the 15th of June. And a full moon in Capricorn at the end of the month. On the 28th. Which I'll get into later. So let's see what's going on for Leo. What does Leo need to know about love and relationships for the month of June? What does Leo need to know about love and relationships for the month of June? What does Leo need to know about love and relationship for the month of June? Okay. Four of Cups. Six of Swords. Six of Wands. Page of Swords. Page of Cups. The Empress, the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Devil, the Knight of Swords. Okay. So let's see what's going on for Leo. Okay, so you have the Four of Cups here. So your current situation, this is a card of dissatisfaction and boredom. You're not really happy with your current relationship or your current situation. You're feeling undervalued, underappreciated, neglected maybe, taken for granted. And you're thinking, you know, maybe I should see what's out there. Maybe there's other options or opportunities out there for me. Maybe I should, you know, maybe I need to move on. But at the same time that you're not happy, you're not really ready to make any changes. You're just kind of thinking about it. You're sitting on the fence because something is being offered to you. So there could be some love. Someone around you is offering love, but you're not really accepting. You're not really willing to accept it. It's like, I don't really want it. It's not what you're looking for. And you have the Six of Swords here. This is something that has also influenced your relationship. Six of Swords is about moving away from a difficult situation and moving toward greater harmony. For sometimes it can mean a physical move where you've just recently changed your location. Maybe you've moved, this is like a woman crossing water. So you might have moved across water to a new location in the hopes of finding, you know, a better life. But you're still feeling dissatisfied. It hasn't really changed anything. Like you're still not happy. In the past, you've had the Six of Wands here. So you have some talent that you've been recognized for having. You know, you've had some, this is a card of achievement, victory. So you have skills that have been recognized in the past. So if you're in a career situation where you're not happy, you have had achieved some recognition, but for some reason it's not enough. It's like, now I'm bored. You know, it was once good. I was happy with the status, but now I'm just bored. I feel like I'm not growing. And you're thinking, like, maybe I need to make another move. I'm not really happy with what I'm being offered. I'm just like, it's a card of discontent. The Page of Swords is in your recent past. This is a card of it could be that you have a challenging lover. The relationship itself is challenging. You're dealing with someone who can be a challenge. Sometimes the page can represent gossip or spying, or checking something really carefully. Maybe someone's been checking up on you. You feel like you're under surveillance or under scrutiny. Maybe that's why you moved. You wanted to get away from someone's prying eyes. You wanted to be free. It can also mean that if you're being offered something, you're wanting to really check it out before accepting. Because this is the card of looking deeper, going beneath the surface. Don't just take the surface value. Don't just take, you might have heard some gossip about something. And this is saying, don't listen to gossip. Check things out on a deeper level. Find the truth out. Go to the source. It also can mean be careful about communication. How are you communicating? Because sometimes the Page of Swords can mean harsh communication. So is your communication style bossy or harsh? And maybe you need to tone it down and be a little bit more diplomatic. In any case, this is passing. So I feel that you've already done your checking, or you're in the process of, this is not influencing you. So if you've moved to a new location, or you've moved out of a difficult relationship, maybe you were with someone who was very jealous and always checking up on you. Where are you? Where you been? Where you going? Where are you coming back? Who are you with? And it got to be impossible, and so you've moved away from that. And here's the Page of Cups. There could be a new love coming with someone who's very nurturing, almost like a mother figure. The Empress is the mother card. The Page of Cups can be a child. Sometimes it can mean a birth. So for some of you, you might be thinking of having another child. Maybe if you're bored in a relationship, you think, well, if I have a baby, maybe it'll help the relationship. I don't know if that always works. If you have a good relationship, it could work. But if you're trying to save a bad relationship, that may not be a good idea. But in any case, so if this doesn't represent a child, which it could, because the Empress is the mother, and it, creativity, it can mean a creative project. So maybe you need something new, a new creative project to give you a new lease on life. The Page of Cups can represent love, but they can also represent creativity. And the Empress can be a child, but it could also be a baby in a sense that it's your creation. You're creating something that you have to nurture until it grows. So it could be like a new project that you're working on that you have to give tender loving care to until it becomes profitable. Like a new job or a new business or a new whatever it is that you're working on. It's at the beginning stages, and it will grow, but you have to give it time. This can also mean the message of love. So maybe someone is wanting to express either you're wanting to express your feelings towards someone, or you may receive a message of love from someone. Someone may be telling you how much they care about you, or how much you mean to them. It could be a new relationship with the Page of Cups, with someone younger, someone very sensitive and soft. And there could be a maternal quality. Either you're acting like the mother to this person, or this person is very mothering and nurturing toward you. So it could go either way. But the Empress always represents abundance. So this is coming in your future. It represents harvest, the end result of your efforts. So you actually have moved away from something that was difficult. You are moving towards something that involves greater abundance, and something that you might feel more connected to emotionally. In your negative thinking sector, you have the Ten of Wands. So you feel like you've been carrying this heavy burden. You've been struggling with it for a long time, and you're just wanting to put it down. It's like, I'm tired of the struggle. When am I going to start to see results? I'm getting discouraged. Well, the Empress is here, so you are going to see results. And you also have the Seven of Pentacles, which is a card of planting seeds and looking to see what's going to grow. So I feel that you've been putting a lot of energy out there, waiting to see you know, when is it all going to come to fruition? And you are going to see that. You have the Empress here. The Devil card is in your wish fulfillment sector. So you're wanting to create something. You have a dream, you have a goal. With the Devil here, you could be obsessed with some idea or some goal. You could also be afraid of it. The Devil sometimes represents fear. So maybe there's someone who's offering you their love, but you're afraid to accept it. You're afraid that it will be overwhelming. You're afraid of your because the emotions with the Devil card are very passionate. You could have a physical attraction to someone. You know, there's chemistry with the Devil. Sometimes it's almost an addiction. Maybe you're addicted to someone on some level, or you're struggling with an addiction, or someone, either you or your partner, has some type of addiction problem, drugs, alcohol, but it could even be just addicted to the relationship, like it's a strong sexual attraction, and you're addicted to this person on a physical level more than an emotional level. So you just can't, like, you want to break away, but you keep getting drawn back in. It could be like a codependent type relationship sometimes, where you almost need this person. It's more like a need than a love. And a part of you is wanting to break free. You got the Knight of Swords here. That's a quick departure. Like, you want to break out of this, whatever you feel that is holding you, like you feel bound, chained down by someone, and you just want to break out of it. And there could be a new relationship coming, or that could help you to break free. With the Knight of Swords, you want to make sure, though, because that represents quick departure. So that could mean that someone is leaving your life suddenly, but it could also mean you jumping into something quickly without thinking of where it's going to go. Like, you just know that you have to get out of the current situation. I got to get out of this. And so you might just latch on to something that represents freedom, but you don't know where it's going to go. Sometimes the Knight can be impatient energy. Maybe you need to have a little bit more patience. Sometimes the Knight of Swords can mean that you're dealing with someone who's belligerent, likes to argue. So if that's not you, if it's you, you might be arguing because of your dissatisfaction. You know, you're feeling resentment because you're not getting the attention you need. And so then you're arguing and you're thinking, I just need to get out of this relationship. This isn't serving me. Or it could be someone else that you're dealing with that you feel is being too argumentative and too difficult. And you feel like, I want to break free, but I keep getting drawn back in because there's something there's this bond, this strong bond. Like you almost have to cut cords with the person, you know, because there's like some kind of an attachment that you find really difficult to break free. But there is hope in this Empress and this Page of Cups. So I feel that you are going to be feeling more loved and more nurtured in June. Maybe you need to break free of your fears of being overwhelmed by this relationship. Or maybe you need to break free of your addictions. Break free of your fears, break free of your addictions. Is there some type of addiction that's preventing you from having a relationship? Maybe you need to get rid of that so that you can allow this to grow and flourish. Those are the impressions I'm getting. But you have these two sixes here, so sixes, you know, you're moving toward something better. You are moving toward greater harmony, and you are ending your struggle. Even though you're not thinking positively about it, you know, you have to start thinking more positive. You're coming to the end of the line of a struggle. But you still have, to get what you want, you're going to have to release your fear and maybe give up some addictions, some bad habits. Break free of that. So let's see what the astrology is saying for Leo. So you have a new moon in Gemini, and that's falling in your 11th house. That's the house of hopes and dreams. you have a chance to have a new beginning, maybe a new friendship or a new beginning in a friendship. Mars is now going through your 7th house in Aquarius, and it's opposing the North Node in Leo. So the emphasis is on relationship. Learning how to compromise. That it's not, it can't always be about you and your needs. Maybe you have to start considering the needs of someone else if you want to improve your relationship. You might have been a little bit self-centered, focusing on your needs. With Mars in the, you're going to hear, Mars in the 7th, your partners are going to be more argumentative when Mars in the 7th. There's going to be arguments around people getting their needs met. So whether you're feeling that you're being neglected or your partner's feeling neglected, you have to talk about it, and you have to come to some type of compromise where you're creating a win-win situation. Maybe, now Uranus is going through your 10th house in Taurus, so there could be some career changes or life direction changes. So if you can't work things out, you may decide to leave the relationship. Sometimes Uranus can mean a change in status. It's either you're leaving a job or you're leaving a relationship suddenly, or you can have a sudden opportunity sometimes with Uranus. If anything, you're just looking for more security. And so there could be a new job that comes that offers you more financial security, that helps you to feel better about yourself. You're feeling more confident. But Uranus could involve technology. Maybe you're needing to use the internet or technology to advance in your career. There could be some technological, scientific project that's going to give you recognition. Mercury is in the 12th house. It's opposing Saturn in the 6th. So you've been really working hard. When Saturn's in your 6th house, you feel like a slave. You've been like a slave. You've just been working, and you may feel like, I'm doing all this work and nobody cares. I'm not getting any reward. It's a thankless job. So you may have to communicate. Mercury in the 12th. Mercury has to do with your thinking. So you may have some unconscious programming that sets you up to be the victim, that sets you up to be the workhorse. Why are you taking on all this responsibility? Maybe you're taking on more than you need to. Maybe you're taking on other people's burdens. You're allowing other people to dump on you. So maybe you need to stand up for yourself and communicate like, hey, this is too much. I can't do all this. I need help. I know it's hard for a Leo to admit that they need help because, you have a lot of pride. But if you're in a work situation where you're being overworked and overburdened and you're not getting what you think you deserve, you need to speak up about it. Mercury is about communication. And in Cancer, you have to nurture yourself. Maybe you haven't been nurturing yourself. You've been working too hard and you've been helping everybody else and you're not taking care of you and you're getting burnt out. So also Mercury has to do with the way you're thinking. So you have to go and look at your thought patterns. Am I thinking positively? Am I thinking negatively? Do I have some unconscious programming, negative self-talk? Do I need to start doing some positive self-talk, affirmations, that will help me think better about myself, that will help me release some psychological blockages? Maybe you need to communicate things that you've kept hidden within you. You have an opportunity right now to achieve a dream with new moon in the 11th house, to connect with people that can help you get to where you want to go, can help you achieve a goal. But you have to reach out. You may have to change your thinking a little bit and not be negative, because Mercury and Saturn contacts can sometimes be depressing. So maybe you're in a depression and you're just thinking negatively, instead of thinking positive. Oh, nobody loves me, no one's there for me, that kind of thing. Don't play the victim. Think the world is abundant and I deserve everything good, and start, attracting that. Okay, so the full moon in Capricorn falls in your 6th house. So here, the 6th house is the house of work, like your current day-to-day job activities, and also the house of health. So something is coming to a head by the end of the month in terms of health. And with Mercury being there earlier, I feel like it could be some kind of mental thing that you have to come to terms with. Your thought processes, your thinking. Maybe you need to talk to someone, like a counselor. Also, the moon and Capricorn, the moon and Saturn, Saturn is conjunct the new moon, the full moon, I'm sorry, in your 6th. So it's not a warm and fuzzy time. You may feel that you're overworked and you're alone. And, people in authority are not being really cooperative. You're balancing, your relationships. Your relationships are a little bit difficult right now. They just feel heavy. Mostly because you have to learn how to compromise. And, you can't please everyone, but you have to kind of try and create win-win. And you're struggling with that, trying to create that win-win. Now, you do have Jupiter going through your 4th house, so that's what your sanctuary. You could be struggling between work and home life. Like you're trying to make improvements to your home. You might even want to move into a new home that gives you more room and more space. But your career, the demands of your career are interfering with your home life. And you're having to juggle too much. You're trying to make everyone happy. You might be throwing yourself into work to avoid anything that's going on at home. The main thing, or in your relationships, there might be a conflict in your relationship and you're escaping it through work. You're focusing on your career to escape. You need to have those difficult conversations. When the Page of Swords comes up, it usually means that you need to have conversations, and a conversation can help your relationship. Even if it's difficult to be vulnerable, it's difficult to ask for what you need, it will help your relationship. And by the end of the month, you will know one way or another. It could also involve a health situation. Either you're going to be leaving a job, like, dropping your... You have to speak up about your burdens. You can't be being dumped on. You can't keep playing the victim or the savior. You could be the victim or you could be the savior, but you're carrying too many burdens. This has to end. So something's going to come to a head at the end of the month where you're going to see, you're going to see where the problem lies. The blind spot might be revealed at the end of the month. Maybe someone has a difficult conversation with you. But whatever it is, once you get at the problem, once you see the problem, then you can deal with it and release it. And then you can benefit by this Empress card, which is the potential, the abundance. You can get the love that you need. You can get the nurturing that you need. Once you tackle this block that's been holding you back, tackle this way of thinking that's been sabotaging yourself. Sometimes the 12th house can be self-sabotaged. And with Mercury there, it's your thinking. You're thinking negatively. Or your thoughts are limited. Like with Saturn opposing Mercury, like you're afraid to speak up. You're afraid of opening up a can of worms, Like, oh, if I speak up, what's going to happen? So you're trying to keep it, you're suppressing all this energy, and that's not good. It's not healthy because it comes out in other ways. You can't suppress. It's good to release. Communication is good. And have some hope that there could be a positive outcome. Don't think negatively. Don't think that, you're going to get, be afraid of authority figures. You might be afraid to speak up to authority. Communicate what you feel. Communicate what you need, and it will help you to get what you need in June. So that's my message, Leo, for June. I hope this was a help to you. And I wish you much love and abundance and courage. You have courage. You're a fire sign. You're the king of the jungle. You can speak up. You can do it. Get what you need in June. Tackle those problems. Create those win-win situations. And move on to something that is truly fulfilling, where you feel valued and honored. So I will talk to you in August, again in July. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.